All right, chat, we got some more leaked DMs for Elon Musk, Aspen stuff, so this is going to be a good one. Let's watch it.
All right. It's been a situation for a bit, questioning the credibility and validity of Elon Musk playing Path of Exile 2, which also called into question him playing other games.
That's what we said in our chat. Remember when we watched the Elon Musk video? It was like, dude, if he is boosting in POE, is he even playing Diablo 4? And somebody in the chat was like, no, he for sure plays Diablo 4. He's legit in Diablo 4. He doesn't boost. He legit plays. I know.
As we all well know, I raised concerns about the authenticity of these claims, as did a number of other gamers on the internet. Apparently, this guy talked to Elon about it, and Elon has responded to some of the criticism and some of the feedback that people have had. Here we go.
Welcome back to the channel, and today we have quite the unusual video for you guys, and I know a lot of you probably believe that the title is clickbait considering the size of my channel.
Yeah.
But yes, we will be addressing all of the recent drama regarding Quinn69's video on Elon Musk piloting his POE 2 account with actual answers from Elon Musk himself.
All right.
And before we get started, I did want to go ahead and mention a couple things. I have no plans on plugging anything whatsoever on this video, and I am going to be uploading this video in its entirety without monetization or any ads whatsoever. And
You don't need to do any of that. Like, people going to think you're a shill no matter what. Like, people come to that conclusion irrationally. So you can't rationalize. You can't reason a person out of a position they don't reason themselves into. All this is a waste of time.
So if you guys watched our other video about Screamheart, you got a lot of hate, dude. A lot of hate. I wonder if this guy's getting a lot of hate, but spoiler, I think he is. I think it's going to be another shill.
Any fellow content creator out there, both small and large, feel free to take this video in its entirety and upload it to your channel, and you do not have to give me credit whatsoever for it.
They're going to call him a shill, dude. I know it. Let's just watch.
Okay.
I am not making this video to gain a bunch of subscribers or to have a bunch of people react to it. I am just simply trying to bring clarity to a situation that I actually know about. And I do know that the internet will be the internet and people will react to the video. However, if you subscribe to my channel or you follow me after I make this video, do not think that I am a drama channel that gets into a bunch of nonsense.
That's what you watch me for.
We make build guides and different guides for the video games I play. The main one being Diablo 4 right now. But I am having a blast playing POE 2.
Not gonna lie, guys. I kind of like the bullshit too, the drama bullshit channel too. Like, we have our gaming channel, we got a Twitch, and then we have this one for the bullshit drama news and gaming stuff
as well, and I will probably be making content for that game in the near future. Lastly, in an attempt to be completely honest and forthcoming with you guys, I personally do like Elon Musk, and I do consider him a friend. And with that being said, and I would do this for anybody who I consider a friend, I did get his permission before making this video, and I think that's pretty obvious, as there's no way that I would have been able to go through a list of questions with him.
Aren't these leaked messages? If you gotta ask for permission, it's not really considered leaked, no?
Tell me that you had DMs with him and you asked his permission before you leaked them.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly what I just thought.
Yeah. How about that? That's unheard of. It's interesting. That's interesting.
He not known in the first place. I also want to say that this video is not to be supportive of those players who choose to RMT or pilot their accounts. And in fact, I personally choose to play hardcore in Diablo 4 and hardcore solo self-found almost exclusively in POE 2. However, and this is just my personal opinion, I honestly do not feel like it's that big of a deal, as
This is not relevant to the video, guys. I'm sorry, it's my ADD. Keep watching this thing right here. He either has a ghost or the window's open.
I really just enjoy playing video games, and it is not my job.
I think it's weird people have somebody else play on their account, because it's like at that point, it's not really a personal accomplishment. It's like, imagine you got to run a mile, and then halfway through the mile, you tag somebody else in. Like,
I agree with what Aslan's saying there, but like, I also understand why somebody like Elon Musk or somebody like, if you were like, you're not even Elon Musk, let's say you're a doctor, right? You're working, I don't know, 4 shifts a day, 12-hour shifts. You're working 48 hours a week, and you want to play POE. the campaign's just bullshit. It's just your time to learn how to play. But if you already know how to play, I don't see why it'd be like it's like kind of I don't know. It's kind of like a hit or miss. It's kind of monotonous things you're doing, just level grinding. Like if I bought a WoW account at 60, right? And I bought that WoW account at 60, and then I raided, and I was the #1 raider in the world. Would that take away from my rank just because I didn't want to take the 4 hours of game days to level from 1 to 60? I don't think so, right? But in this one, the part of it is getting to that high rank without dying because you're playing hardcore. So that's where the problem lies. So since it's hardcore, yes, what Aswin was saying that I kind of agree with. It's kind of like takes away from the accomplishment of actually playing the game, right? But if like another kind of game, I don't think boosting is that big of a deal. I really don't care, to be honest. But if you are a content creator and like to say you're fighting for top 10 ranking and you find out a boosted account is in there, you're gonna probably be a little sus. Like, that doesn't count. That's not fair.
I mean, you can't really do that. I mean, like, I get that a lot of, like, there's a lot of people that account share and a lot of people that RMT. I get it. I know that. But, like, it is basically cheating. Like, even if everybody else is cheating, you're cheating too.
To dictate how someone else chooses to engage with the video games that they enjoy playing. But I will say that if you do have strong feelings towards players who engage in those practices, I completely understand, and your opinion is just as valid as mine is. So now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into the video.
Sure.
So as you guys can see here, we're over here on my private messages inside of X, and the only person you see up here is Elon Musk. Now, that is not because that is the only person I talk to. I just simply closed out the other message threads to give privacy to those people who I do talk to, as this video does not have anything to do with them, and I do not have their express permission to have.
You know, I'm starting to notice something, a trend with Elon Musk. He seems to be reaching out to these small content creators that have guides that could help him get better. But for some reason, he's not reaching out to like a Quinn or like a Dark Micro, right? Like Darth Micro could help him. Quinn could help him. Like, he's going after these small YouTubers that probably can't expose them until like now, I guess. But like, they can't really expose him because who's going to watch it anyways? Because they have such a small following, he's probably thinking. But he's going to these small creators and making friends with them to get help instead of going to these big time creators. I'm starting to notice this trend.
Have them in it. Now, for those of you who may be skeptical and think that I could be faking this entire thing, I will go ahead and click on his name here. And as you can see, this is the real Elon Musk. He follows me, and he has 213 million followers.
That's a lot.
Now, this is either true
more than me.
that this is the real Elon Musk, or I am part of the most elaborate practical joke that anyone has ever been a part of. However, I don't think this video is going to be that interesting. So let's go ahead and go back. And again, Elon Musk. So as you can see here, guys, I opened up regarding POE 2 and to a lesser degree Diablo 4 because those are the two things that were in question. And I'm just going to go down the thread. And I'm going to try not to edit this video too much. However, I do still suck at talking to a camera in a room all by myself. So anyway, as you guys can see, Elon did go ahead and link his max roll leaderboard from Season 2 in Diablo 4, and this was regarding the Abattoir Observer, and he did manage to get to rank 20 in the world, which was no easy task, believe me, and that is not because Diablo 4 is a difficult game, because it's not. However, when you do start trying to push into high-tier pits, or in this case in the Abattoir Observer,
like
and you
Diablo
are
3.
racing other content creators who are actually trying to compete for those top spots, it actually does create its own level of difficulty for the game. And in fact, I would say that's really where the only difficulty is in Diablo 4, is the difficulty that is created by other players on unofficial leaderboards who are racing for those #1 spots. So it is actually quite difficult to reach that. And in my opinion, and I know there will be plenty of people who may not like this, but Elon Musk is actually a pretty good gamer. And he does play quite a lot more than what you probably think. However,
I think that's not really like, I mean,
Nobody's questioning that.
there's being a pretty good gamer, and then there's being level 97 in POE.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where he messed up. He played POE. He played POE, man. and he went 97. The community sniffed that out. They sniffed that out so fast, dog. Quinn was like, "Hey, this guy's a motherfucking cheater! Hey, this guy on this boat don't know what he's playing." Quinn was all over that, man.
Like, these are two different things. I have no doubt that he plays video games. I have no doubt that he goes and he has probably played games his whole life. I like 100%. That's, yeah, absolutely. But like level 97?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
The math just doesn't math. If he has a 97, a 92, I think, and a 90, the amount of hours you have to put into that is just absurd. Like, streamers are doing that, and they stream 12, 20 hours a day when it first came out. Like, they're doing streamathons, and it was crazy. It's crazy to think that he would do this. It makes me think maybe he's not as smart as we all think as well, because like, I have no problem with Elon Musk. You know, I'm neutral with him. Like, I don't dislike him or I don't like him. I don't know the guy. Until you see my video where I'm like, Elon Musk and I have been talking for years because I got that cheddar.
That's a whole lot.
However, that is not what this video is about.
But
So
I could easily say, like, yeah, maybe I mean, if somebody's playing video games their whole life, yeah, he's probably above average at games, sure.
Nobody's questioning
definitely.
that. Nobody's questioning that. Like
I mean, you see the average player play games, yeah, they suck.
That's my first question that I asked you quite directly. Have you level boosted, had someone else play your accounts, and or purchased gear resources?
So maybe I was yapping or something, but I don't. When are these? What are these old messages or new ones? Because this is 4 minutes ago. So like, this guy is actively talking to Elon Musk every day, or did he act like? Where's the dates on this? Chat, did you guys see dates, or YouTube? If you know, let me know. Did you guys see dates on this? There's no dates, right? Because this seems kind of sus too. Regarding POE and to a lesser degree Diablo 4. He said his name and then he asked so it's like it's all in the same 11 o'clock, so it's a little sus too, no?
Forces for POE 2 and Diablo 4. To which then he answered 100, which means, of course, yes. And as we see here, he...
Okay! Fuck.
Scooby-Doo got him again. It's over. Why would he admit to this, dude? Why would he allow this guy to post this video? Like, Elon Musk, what are you doing?
King mystery solved.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo got him, dude.
All right. There it is. That's fine. That's fine. You want an account share? You want to have somebody else play your account? You want to say, hey, bro, I'm trying to go to Mars. I don't have time to level. That's fine. That's okay. You say that. But you did not level the 97.
It's just crazy.
Isn't that bannable?
Nobody's gonna
Maybe
ban him.
it is.
Also stated, I've also been on multiple streams with both Rob and Ace. Both of those players are notable Diablo 4 players and content creators. And this is also true. He definitely has.
True.
And then he goes further and expands on that, and he says, but when I post a video of a game or am streaming, that's 100% me, which of course it is 100%.
No, I believe that.
We saw.
And playing that account. And then here he actually provides some insight as to why he chooses to RMT and have people pilot his account sometimes. And that is because it is impossible to beat the players in Asia if you don't, as they do.
The worst part about this is that he's not completely wrong, because Lost Ark is the exact same way. Everybody's cheating. Like, I remember this back in, like, I feel like in every game, like, if you go up to the top 10 leaderboards, there's people cheating constantly. That's some logic? No, that's just the way it is. Now, that doesn't make it okay to cheat. I mean, you're still cheating. But to say that, like, yeah, I'm cheating because everybody else is cheating, you know, this ultra copium? Really? I mean, I feel like it's not. Yeah, like, basically, like, this is, I mean, from playing WoW for years, fuck. People are cheating and selling gold and shit like that all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of gold
playing
buying.
each other's accounts all the time. Like, how many of y'all that played WoW knew this? Left and right, yeah, true. Like, this is a fact.
Back in the day, I messaged one of these guys that was in my guild. I messaged him. I was like, hey, dude, because I knew where he lived, right? And I was on like really late. I was like, hey, man, I'm shocked you're on right now. What time must it be for you? And he gave a time that was like somebody in Asia would have gave, and I was like, what? It's not that time. I thought you were in like Texas, bro. Like, what's going on? And the guy said, oh, my bad. I don't speak English well. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, well, and then I later asked him, oh yeah, dude, I paid this guy to level my character and farm for me. I was like, dude, you should tell him not to respond to your messages. Like, this is a practice that's been going on for a long time. People have been botting. They've been having people boost their accounts, buying gold, buying items. Like, I one time bought a shiny Pokemon in one of the Pokemon games. I think it was a shiny Lugia, I think, one time. Which now I think about it, no. I bought a whole game on eBay that had all the Pokemon, the Pokedex shiny. That's what I bought. Yeah. Now looking back at it, it was a waste of $100, but I had a whole shiny Pokemon. Maybe it was like 50, I don't know.
It's basic stuff, yeah, exactly. And like exposes the top leaderboard to cheating. Yeah, everybody's cheating. He's right. I mean, he's still doing it. It's still not good. You still, like, I mean, I would say that because this, I feel like it's Pokemon misleading. But damn, but he's not completely right either. One thing he tries to say that there are people that are better than him, not understanding the game at all, is a completely other thing. Level 52 jacket. I think that it's a matter of scale. So, like, the odds are that he probably spent way less proportional time invested into POE than Diablo 4. Like, I bet, like, if you look at the amount of time that he played Diablo 4, it's probably way more than POE. And so, like, he knows more about Diablo 4, but he probably knows less about POE. Like, that's what makes sense. Why is that? Because there's more to know, and Diablo 4 has been out longer, so you've had more time to play it. So, like, POE hasn't been out that long, and so at the beginning, he probably hadn't spent that much time playing it. He's also brand new to the game. Yeah, exactly. What the fuck are these messages? It's actually concerning the behavior. Why? I mean, he's just talking to somebody. It's not a big deal. People need to stop idolizing somebody just because they have a lot of money or they have some political clout or something like that. Like, it's just a guy. Just chill out.
Just a guy trying to get some clout.
Now, this is absolutely true for Diablo 4.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong, but it is probably the case to some degree in Path of Exile 2 and even Path of Exile 1 that there are plenty of players, and in fact, some of those players might be at the top of
I knew people spend $500 every league in PoE, like buying mirrors and shit, buying exalts. Like that's how it was back then, right? Yeah. Like I remember Asmongold, I went to a website to check the price on exalted orbs. But then I remembered that I wasn't an idiot and a loser. And so I closed the website. I never bought them.
Oh, man. You just said that about me buying Pokemon cards.
Went to the website.
Or shiny mons.
ladders every season who do, in fact, RMT as well as have people pilot their accounts when they are doing something else.
Is back then.
Now, this could be something that both I and Elon are mistaken.
So is Aspen saying that he's never had anybody play his accounts right now? Because, you know, I'm not trying to get any shade. I don't want any smoke. You know, I love Asmongold, right? I love his channel, whatever. I'm not trying to get any negative backlash from him. But there's times I'm like, he streams 8 hours a day doing React content and barely like gaming these days. How does he have a maxed out warrior in SOD? How does he have X, Y, and Z? So I wonder if he's ever had somebody boost him.
On with regards to PoE 2, and there may not be as much rampant RMT.
No. Here's a good example. Like I don't know, Elon knows about this one from Diablo 3, but like there's this one guy that hit Paragon 20,000, Paragon level 20,000, and then remember the I think it was Gabinator, and he kept he was account sharing and botting, and he kept saying it was his brother. Like in Diablo 3, like we went through all this. Like, and it found out like everybody's account sharing, like copying characters, like exploiting everything. Like people are, brother Chris, which one? Chris Dress? Like, no, I feel like no, I don't know if he got exposed for cheating or not. I liked him a lot.
Yeah, these communities full of freaking cheaters,
I remember,
huh?
So like in Mists of Pandaria, I would like how many of y'all like you would just start lagging out and you would get DDoS and it'd be like it'd be Warsong Gulch and it'd be 7 versus 6 because they could DDoS 7 of the other team's members and the team couldn't DDoS could only DDoS 3. That's what it was.
I don't remember those days. I remember getting logged out all the time.
And then like everybody had like those dot bots and Mists of Pandaria. Mists of Pandaria was bad.
Dude, one time when I was playing WoW, I was working at Coldstone Creamery. I don't know, 17, 18. I was working there, and I was a guild leader at the time. I was driving home, and I got a text. My name was Luminero. Luminero. Bro, you just got hacked. You're online right now. They just cleaned out the guild bank. I was so sad. No, you guys are joking, right? You're joking. Because that prior night, I kept getting DDoS, right? So, man, I just keep getting logged in, logged off, logged in, logged off. What's going on? Somebody's trying to hack you, bro. I was like, nah. Why would they want to try it? At the time, my guild was 4th on the server. Ravenhold T, baby. This is back in, like, Nax days on Lich King. We're 4th on the server, and, like, we kind of knew, people who knew kind of knew who I was on that server. Because our guild was called, I think it was Sinister. And we were like 4th, like I said, we're pushing, trying to get to 3rd. We're never going to catch up to 1 or 2, but we're trying to get to 3rd. And I was getting logged out during a raid all night. And then the next day, I was working, I got a call from my friend. He texts me, he goes, bro, are you on right now? I was like, because I think you're getting raided, I think you're getting hacked right now. I was like, no, why? He goes, dude, somebody's on your account right now, and they're stealing everything from the guild bank. They just took everything from the guild bank. Oh, they just disbanded the guild. The guild never recovered, dude. I was so sad after that. I was so sad. But we've all had situations like people cheating, DDoSing you, like trying to hack your accounts. Like, it's part of the game, bro.
It's a different scale between sharing and not knowing shit. No, definitely. I'm just saying, like, he's right about this, and there's a lot of examples of this being the case. That's true.
Piloting going on in Path of Exile as there is in Diablo 4. Because trust me, there is a ton of it happening in Diablo 4. Almost every single season, there are multiple bugs and multiple issues with duplication of items. And that stuff hits the market, and players either buy it for real money or they use their resources they earn in the game and they trade for it. Either way, there are tons of items that have been duplicated, and there is a ton of people who are RMTing in Diablo 4 every single season.
Absolutely.
And I also want to say that this is in no way excusing the behavior. However, like I said at the beginning of the video, it is not something that I personally find impactful as to how I enjoy a game, so it doesn't really bother me to any significant degree.
I think it's annoying. It's why I quit playing RBGs. Like, I don't want to have to download a proxy to play a video game. Like, that was to me. It was like, I was just like, I'm done. I want to play. Like, this is weird. Like, everybody's botting, everybody's cheating, everybody's DDoSing. Like, what am I doing? Right? That's the way I feel about it. And then I also, when you know that everybody else on the leaderboard is, like, taking advantage of or doing things that they shouldn't be doing, it demotivated me to play and like take it seriously when I knew that other people were cheating.
Yeah, that did happen a while.
That's the way I feel about it.
Cat says that killed WoW.
To answer the burning question, does Elon Musk RMT? Does he have someone pilot his account? Absolutely, he does, and he openly admits to it. And in fact, I will give you my own personal anecdotal experience with this.
Dude, I don't know why Elon, he's a smart guy. I don't know why he would allow this video to be made. I don't know why he would do this.
So one of the first times I actually spoke with Elon while playing D4 was when he asked me to help him possibly...
I will say that the majority of my real life friends have botted or cheated in these games. Like, out of like a sample size of like 15, I'd say like 15 people. I'd say like 13 out of the 15 cheated. Same, yeah. Not all non-streamers.
His build a little bit for a previous season to help him push into a higher pit tier. And while we were talking, I remarked about how crazy his gear was at the time, to which he himself immediately told me that he had purchased some of that gear. And I can honestly say, with me at least, that he has been openly honest about RMTing in Diablo.
With me, at least. Nice choice of words there.
4 as well as POE 2. Now again, this is not condoning the practice. I am just simply trying to bring some clarity to the situation. There are a lot of assumptions that Elon had plans or was going to take credit for all of these things and that he was intentionally...
Let's be real. When you present something as your account, people will think that you got it from your account. What are we doing?
And when you only
if you say this is my account, people are going to think that you got it. It's really not that crazy, is it? Like, of course people are going to think that. Like, how could people not think that?
Deceiving people.
And when people call you out that you're not actually playing, and then that's when you start telling the truth, that's a deception. Like if he was to say, hey guys, yeah, I'm level 97. This is my jacket. This is my jacket. Why can't I do this map thing? Oh yeah, my bad. Oh, by the way, these guys have helped me level, guys. I've been too busy, like Asmund said, I have been too busy trying to go to Mars, do this, do that. You know, I'm working with Trump, making meme coins. Stupid meme coins. I've been doing all this stuff. I've just been too busy to play. But yeah, they boosted me a little bit. But yeah, I'm here. I'm watching me kill this boss, right? That's not deception. But if you log in for a Twitch stream, if you log in for a Twitch stream or Twitter stream, and you're like, this is my account, guys, look how awesome my character is, his jacket's level 56, it's not the best, his staff is level 56, not the best, but I'm pumping, watch me kill this boss because I'm awesome. And then people say, hey, wait a minute, it looks a little sus, you're not really playing the game, are you? Is somebody helping you out? And you're like, no. And then people start saying, well, it looks like this. There's no way you could be level 97. What's going on here? And the dots, they connect the dots. And then eventually you have some guy make a video defending you. And then a second guy making the video defending you. And then in that second video, you admit that you are doing what everybody's been saying you've been doing the whole time. That's kind of not cool.
Well, in my opinion, that's just simply not the case. And from my own personal experience, that's just simply not the case. Now,
I think that many people would have come to the conclusion that based off of the way he talked about it, that he did it. Like, I think they would have.
I'm not going to try to persuade you otherwise. I am just simply giving you my own personal experience as well as his open admission to RMTing as well as piloting his account in POE 2 and to a lesser degree in Diablo 4. Now moving on to the second question I asked Elon, I said regarding POE 2, was it your intention to take full credit for leveling your hardcore character? To which he then replied, no, never claimed that, and the top accounts in Diablo or PoE require multiple people playing the account to win a leveling race. Now, I believe
that's not really true.
True at all.
Because like you got in PoE 1, like people like Steel Mage, people like that, they pretty much stream the whole thing. Like Karn, like yeah, they stream the whole thing. Now if you're talking like a really long-term race, like something that's going to go on over the course of 2 weeks, there's a good chance that probably could be true. I remember people accused Joker of that a lot whenever he got his first level 60. And then they accused Tommy of the same thing when he got first level 60. And I think, I forget which version of WoW it was. Like that Tommy, like level 70 maybe. And so like, this is always, look at Ben and Gauntlet. No, but what I'm saying is that I'm sure that there are cases in longer form leaderboard type games that you have a tremendous proportion of the people that are playing in that leaderboard who are doing things that are unethical and kind of unfair. Yeah, I think that's true. Fuck. I mean, how's it not true? Yeah, duh, right? It's annoying.
I believe I've already shared
Yeah.
my opinion as to how I feel about the second portion of his answer here with my response to the first question. However, just to reiterate,
Yeah, I just want to add, I really do think a lot of people do actually do this nowadays with streaming. Everybody's streaming these days. Definitely if you're good at the game, so you're watching them do it as they go. I've seen a lot of streamers, like, you see Quinn and Darth Microtransactions, they've been playing on all day. All day you see them, and like Quinn literally sleeping, right? You saw his streams where he was pushing, he was literally sleeping, and then getting on and then sleeping. So I think this is kind of copium, like they're saying, trying to justify what he's doing. And again, you really don't need to. You don't need to justify this. Just say what it is. Like, it's okay. Like, it's not a big deal.
it is my opinion that there are plenty of players who are probably participating in RMT
This is
as
the
well
next
as
part is
piloting
important. It's about
practices
me.
on the POE2 ladders on any given league. However, that is not to condone those practices. And whether it is his intention to do so or not, he will inevitably displace another player who may not be participating in those practices just by him boosting his account. Now, again, I personally
That's
do not
another thing that's bad about the cheating is that when you cheat, then you take the position away from somebody else. Because like if you earn it on your own,
100%.
and and you're getting outperformed by somebody who's cheating or like having like people play their account, then it's kind of unfair. Now I do understand like the perspective of like it's the rules of the jungle, right? It's the laws of nature, like the strong survive and that's it, and so like we just do whatever we can to win. I get that, I understand it, and like to be honest, I did that. Like I did that with WoW a lot. Like, for example, like, how do you guys think I got all those mounts in WoW? Like, it's because I came up with, like, all these weird ways to, like, get people to give me mounts. Like, I was like, okay, so we're going to bring in all plate wearers into, like, Garrosh, and then, like, the Solar Spirehawk, yeah. Like, Solar Spirehawk was a 1 in 1,000 drop chance from a boss, Rukmar, in Warlords of Draenor. And a guy, the guy got it. His name was Big Randy. He was a warrior. And he traded me the mount that was a 1 in 1,000 drop chance. I got the mount. What's crazy about it is that Big Randy had another one drop, and he had the same. So he had the same 1 in 1,000 mount drop 2 times on him.
That's
like
crazy,
what are the
dude.
probabilities on that? It's like 1 in a million, something like that. Like actually, I think because it's
I wonder if he
1,000
traded the
multiplied
second
by
one.
1,000. So like yeah, that's insane for that to happen to him. And so anyway, scammed him. Yeah, so he even got his mount. That's karma. That's what happens. That's the gospel of prosperity. The Kenneth Copeland, it's real. And so if you give me mounts, you'll get mounts. Give me money, you'll get money. It's that simple. And so anyway,
Let me sell some money right now, guys. 1 second.
I didn't really earn that mount. Like I didn't earn it, but like it's hard to say like how do you earn something that's a random drop? But I think that, like when you compare my situation versus like an individual that's farming, excusing Elon, am I excusing? Like, I don't think I'm. I think I'm being very honest here. I'm being very direct. I'm being straightforward. Like, I know everybody always wants me to go 100% kind of like one way or another, but I'm looking at it from an honest perspective, and I'm seeing like, well, these are things that I did. This is like in a different way, and I'm just trying to be honest here. I try to be as fair as I can be. People get mad about it because sometimes I'm not. I don't get mad at the person they want me to get as mad at. But at the end of the day, like I'm talking about my personal experience and I'm being honest about my experience. Like whenever I was top 10 in the world for achievements, I did earn that because I didn't have anybody playing my account. I played my account my entire time then. But like later on in Legion, whenever I was really high up for like...
I think I just got my answer to my question, guys. He just said I played my accounts back then, all the time back then. Does that mean that he doesn't play the accounts now? Exposed!
collections and stuff. Like I didn't earn that. No, like collectively, I achieved that through my stream, but without my stream, I would have never got there. What's that? Yeah, you had the tools you had available. Exactly. You manipulated people in the game to your benefit. That's a bit different than not playing at all. Everything is different, but it's all on the spectrum of bad. I agree that having somebody else do it for you is worse than manipulating somebody and convincing somebody to help you. I totally agree with you, but they're both not good, and they're both unfair to somebody who's playing honestly. Even Anifusia had massive help. Yeah, of course. And that's fine. That's totally fine. But that's the truth. Do you go on Joe Rogan and brag?
I think the problem is that he, like he's about to just say, he brags about his accomplishments. He talks about how great he is. He goes on his stream and he says, yeah, this is everything I've done, this, that, this. And then in reality, he knows that somebody else has been doing it for him. Somebody crafted that gear for him, probably. Somebody bought the gear for him. Somebody traded for it. Somebody leveled him. And now he's just reaping the rewards, which is fine. Just be open about it. And when you're on, like they're about to talk about Joe Rogan here, I assume I heard Joe Rogan. When you're on Joe Rogan, don't talk about how you were the top 10 Diablo player if you had somebody boosting you. It's probably, or if you are, so yeah, I'm top 10 boost, but I had somebody play my account to help me level because it took hours and hours. I was too busy. But yeah, I accomplished all these achievements. I did all these bosses with my own gameplay. I'm the best.
Brag about name dropping the mount yourself? Yeah, absolutely I did. Yeah. Like, I didn't go on Joe Rogan, but I was on the streams. I was talking about how many mounts I had. Yeah, absolutely I did. I had the biggest fucking ego about it. What are you talking about? Absolutely. It's like the, this is going to sound like I never thought about it like this. So, like, you know what game Elon should play? You play Metaphor Refantagio. That's a real game. And, I remember Luis was, he said, he's like, yeah, having allies with you is skill in itself, and it's its own type of expertise. And so, like, I view it as like being able to take advantage of another spectrum that other people can't activate. But at the same time, I recognize that it is asymmetrical and it's not fair. Both things are true.
Have strong feelings towards this because it does not impact how much I enjoy playing a game or the way I choose to engage with a game. However, if you do have those feelings, that is perfectly
fine. Yeah, Luis literally, like, so just so you guys understand, like, I mean, it's very obvious, like, if you've played this game for more than 5 minutes, like, that Luis is the main antagonist and you're going to confront Luis at some point in the game,
played it,
right?
So it's my bad.
Well, at one of those confrontations, he literally justifies you 4v1ing him. Like, he's like, yeah, no, I get it.
Fine. And I'm not trying to downplay the situation whatsoever. Yeah. And then to the first part of his response, again, my own anecdotal experience, he's never really lied whatsoever about what he does in the video games he chooses to enjoy. And I don't believe he would ever lie if directly asked about it, as evidenced by being directly asked about it, and he openly admits to RMTing as well as piloting.
What's the logic in then getting mad about being directly called out about for it, though?
Yeah, exactly.
What's the logic there?
Exactly. Like, if you didn't care about it, if you'll be honest about it, then why would you be so upset that people are saying that you're doing it? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
I do not believe in any of his streams that he ever claimed that he leveled his characters entirely by himself. However, it's not really a topic you would naturally fall into when you're streaming. It's not like you're going to start up a stream and be like, hey guys, I RMT and I piloted this account to get here, but now that we've gotten out of the way, let's go ahead and get on with the stream. Just really wouldn't do that. So it's kind of understandable that topic would never come up in the first place.
I mean, if somebody was to ask, I don't know if I've never been to Elon streams, but if somebody was to say, hey, how long did it take you to level up? And if he doesn't say, oh, I had to have somebody boost me, I didn't have time, then yeah, it's kind of a lie.
Place. Now moving on to the third question I asked you, I said regarding the Aspen drama, was it just a misunderstanding of what an editor is in relation to content creation? And the reason why I asked this question is simply because they come from two different generations. And when Elon probably thinks editor, he understands it as someone who may edit a magazine or edit a newspaper, and they have full control as to what goes into that characters entirely by himself. However, it's not really a topic you would naturally fall into when you're streaming. It's not like you're going to start up a stream and be like, hey guys, I RMT and I piloted this account to get here, but now that we've gotten out of the way, let's go ahead and get on with the stream. Just really wouldn't do that. So it's kind of understandable that topic would never come up in the first place. Now moving on to the third question I asked you, I said regarding the Aspen drama, was it just a misunderstanding of what an editor is in relation to content creation? And the reason why I asked this question is simply because they come from two different generations. And when Elon probably thinks editor, he understands it as someone who may edit a magazine or edit a newspaper, and they have full control as to what goes into that subject matter. But in Asmon's case, an editor is just someone who edits out his content and uploads it to his channel, and they both benefit from that. And because Asmongold is such a massive content creator, he really saves a lot of time in not having to edit out his content, which means he can upload more content and also provide jobs to people who may need them. So it's beneficial for everybody around. And his response to that was Asmon seemed to require permission from others to stream on X, suggesting he doesn't control his own destiny.
This response right here shows that he's still upset with Asmongold.
Whether those are the editors or others, I don't know.
I'll explain it. So basically, I didn't want to sign my editors up to have to do extra work because like I don't do a lot of my uploads myself because I'm streaming and the uploads happen while I'm streaming and they edit while I'm streaming too. So like we always have somebody working all the time. So like I didn't want to sign them up for extra work unless they were okay with that because I thought that wouldn't be fair to them. And so like asking them for permission to do it is actually partially true, but it's from a collaborative perspective and not a perspective of like I own you or you own me, right? It's like we're collaborating, we're working together on this. So it's like, do you guys want to engage in this or not? And by the way, the answer to that is still maybe, right? Like I was just saying that I think we should do it with a separate account because I didn't think it would be a good idea for me to upload all that on my main account because I don't think that that helps people's engagement. Like I've watched people, and Elon can say that's not the case, but I know because I used to do going live tweets all the time. And if you do a lot of regular tweets, you condition people, I think, psychologically to ignore your tweets. And so a better solution is to only upload occasional big videos on your main channel and then have a secondary channel where you upload clips on a regular basis. And so like I actually never ruled out streaming or making content on X at all. And if I had gone in and I was going to like if I got banned again on Twitch, for example, I would start streaming on X on a different account. I would do like Asmon Live or Asmon live streams or something like that, and then I would stream on there. Now I would maybe try it on my main, but I don't know how it affects the algorithm and how it would affect my viewers. And so that's really the way that I look at it. And so that's the reasons why I went into it, and that's why I decided to do it. And so like it was nothing about like needing their permission or anything like that. That's just really the truth.
It's crazy something so simple caused so much drama between him and Asmongold. Like everybody who knows anything about content knows about the editors, and like he said, it's a team, they're working with each other. So for this to be something so blown out of proportion is kind of actually extremely crazy.
What a misunderstanding. Well, no, I mean, like, I look, I'm not the kind of person, like, I don't really need to, like, create, like, massive fucking, like, I feel like anytime that, like, I go super hard on something or I get super mad about something, it usually, like, long-term isn't the right decision. And so, like, really, I'm just explaining what I meant. And, like, yeah, that's not the case at all. Like, I don't know why, I really kind of don't know why you would think that, but yeah, that's what it was. And so that's it. Does Twitch care if you stream somewhere else? No, they don't. They don't care. I don't think they would really want me to, but they decided that it's okay for people to do it. So yeah. Elon thinks you can't drive your employees as slaves, that they're your overlords. Well, it's more that, and there's also like, I would also ask my editors, and so like if I wanted to do this as well, like so I have a third editor, right? And so I have Simpa, who is the one who does Amaru's content. And so I saw him doing a good job with her shorts, and I said, well, you're doing good with that. Why don't you come do this for me too? And so I brought him onto the team, and then I basically like set him up, and, I talked to somebody at YouTube, and I got things sorted out for him. And so that happened like all behind the scenes. So there's even a case that I could maybe get somebody else on top of that to run content for like, because there's like 3 platforms I don't really have content that's being put on a regular basis, right? There's Twitter, X, there's TikTok, and there's Instagram, right? And so all 3 of those platforms, I don't really have regular content uploads on those platforms. And so if like there's definitely room for me to bring somebody else on as another editor. And so like that's another reason why I would ask my current editors, because it's like, where is your workload? How much time are you spending on this? Do you want to undertake this new task, or do you want me to find somebody else to figure out how to solve this problem, right? And so like that's the way that my brain works, and that's what I was thinking whenever I was having the conversation. Do you see kind of like where I'm coming from? Yeah, it's that.
Like if I had a group of editors helping me with my channel, I would take the same approach. Like it'd be a basic kind of understanding, don't you think? Like you have your editors there. You'd have to ask them, hey, can you handle this? Can you handle more? Yes or no. If they say no, then you're gonna hire another editor. Like, I just don't understand why this has been such a crazy ordeal for them to understand.
And asking permission. No, I understand. Well, it is in a way, but it's not in the same way.
I think this is just simply a misunderstanding, as Elon is not familiar with content creation, because why would he be? He does a million other things. But I have actually explained this to him in previous messages back and forth when this first happened, that Asman just has an editor, as in someone who just edits his content, and that he maintains full control over the creative side of his channels.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I feel like this was a pretty unfortunate interaction. I actually asked Elon back in November of last year if he had ever reached out to Asmongold to see if he wanted to stream on X, because Asmongold is a big free speech advocate. I am a big free speech advocate, and Elon is a big free speech advocate. And I think that Elon Musk has a great platform for streaming, albeit not the best platform.
I think that makes sense, because if you asked him that in November, that's whenever he reached out to me. So like, he was like, yeah, it's probably a good idea, and then he did. So like that probably is actually what happened.
It blows my mind that he doesn't actually stream on there.
And I think having someone like Asmongold streaming on X would be a massive benefit to the platform. So I really hope that fences get mended.
Would be.
And you'll see here in my next question, which these started to become much more lighthearted questions, I said, would you be willing to allow Asman to do a live stream of a rocket launch at SpaceX? Now, I just so happened to catch the clip of Asman stating that he would love to have a live stream where he could live stream a rocket launch. So I asked him about it. And then I said down here, this would potentially be one of the biggest live streams ever. And he asked, is he asking for this? It's not like our live streams get low views as it is.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Good one. Okay.
Which is true. All of his rocket launch live streams have tons of viewers. And I said, I'm not going to lie. He asked for this, and I honestly think it would make his dream come true. And I'm not trying to be weird about that, but I do think it would honestly be something that's really...
I think it'd be a good stream, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Like, maybe we do it, maybe not, or like whatever else. Sure. Look, I just thought it'd be cool. Like, fuck. Like, I mean, it's really not that complicated.
Memorable for someone, or
I'm a dreamer. I mean, I get deported.
An opportunity to go live stream a rocket launch at SpaceX with Elon Musk. I mean,
yes, admit I'm a god gamer.
And definitely something you could check off your bucket list. And I said right here, I said it would be badass. And he said right here, okay, sure, but he has to admit that I am a living god of video games with.
Oh my fucking god. Trump is deporting you? A living god? Okay.
There's a little seriousness to that.
Not with POE. I'll tell you that. I don't know about these other games. Like, how do we know that Elon is a living god at video games if the only thing he has streamed is Diablo 4? Like, stream Elden Ring. Stream doing these boss fights in POE and doing them really well. Let's see. You hearing this? No, I've got to think about one thing. Smash Brothers, Monster Hunter, Deported.
I could be Elon in Smash Bros.
No
way. Now.
Not until he does something that's crazy like that. We want SpaceX stream. Just say it. Fuck that. Yeah, beat Sekiro. Yeah, if Elon can beat Sekiro, I will not admit he's a living god, but I will at least admit he's not a complete fraud. Okay? Is that fair? Probably not for him. It's not fair. But you've got to beat a game. Come on, besides Diablo fucking 4, man. Come on. Just do it. Please blindfolded all Treon. No hit Sekiro. Just lie for us? Okay.
Just lie for us.
Obviously a bunch of laughing emojis. So clearly he's joking here. But I just want to say, Asmon, reach out to him. I think this would be an awesome stream where you have...
I can't. He unfollowed me. I can't do that.
The opportunity to go to SpaceX and live stream a rocket launch with Elon Musk there. And I hope you guys mend those fences. And I do feel a little bit responsible for putting them onto your channel, even if it is just a coincidence that I brought it up back in November. And that's about the time that you guys were talking about streaming on X. Yeah. And I think this would be a really cool live stream to have. So, Asmon, if you do react to this and you do have a chance to go and live stream a rocket launch at SpaceX, just know that I put in the good words, okay?
This guy's the mastermind behind it all. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yep, there you go.
My man.
If only you didn't make that video calling him out on passing that Chaos Orb in PoE 2. For sure, man.
Put in the good word, and I think that would be an awesome stream. Something that would be really cool to see you and Elon collaborate on something that big. I think that would be an awesome stream to have. And then going back up here just to go over the information that I scrolled past. And this is regarding the top accounts in Diablo or PoE 2 require multiple people playing the account to win a leveling race. Just kind of expands on that. However, very few Diablo players achieve a sub 3-minute T51 clear, and that was in Season 6. Despite
Why do you go so hard on Diablo 4? Why can't you just play Elden Ring?
Because, dog, it's too hard.
Like, for real, like, what is going on? Like...
at max level, and I'll also add in with maxed out gear.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen anyone else post a sub 2-minute clear.
He likes Diablo 4? Well, that's wrong.
Is actually true. No matter how you cut it, a sub 2-minute clear of the hardest level in Diablo 4 is very fast. Okay. My run is posted to X.
Nobody likes Diablo 4, dog.
So again, Diablo 4 by itself, not a difficult game. However, when you add the competitiveness between fellow players, that's where the difficulty comes through. It's much in the same way when you're playing something like a first-person shooter, where if you were to play the first-person shooter with bots, super easy. But it's when you add the human element and the competitiveness between fellow players, and that's where the difficulty starts to grow. So I just want to say that it is...
I mean, like, anybody that's pushed any sort of, like, Greater Rift, like, Abattoir Azir is probably the similar thing to, like, Greater Rifts in, like, Diablo 3, right? Is like you've got like 3 or 4 RNG spectrums. You've got or like any of the other like T whatever 150s. You've got different spectrums, and so you have like tile sets, mob types, bosses, right? And so like and conduits, right? Or pylons. So like these 4 things need to align, and if you have an alignment of those 4 things, it can shift your success by about 30 to 40%. It's like actually a huge one if like all the stars align in one direction.
Actually quite difficult to achieve a sub 2-minute run.
It's gear gate kept, yeah.
Overall, Diablo 4, super easy game. You will not hear me argue otherwise. And then he goes on to talk about his Quake experience here, and it has been confirmed that he was actually quite the good Quake player back in the day. And in my opinion, he's still a really good video game player. Maybe not as sharp as he used to be.
But it's kind of true what Alvin says. Does he not play other games? Like, all of us are gamers, right? I would say I'm a gamer. I'm assuming you guys are watching are gamers. Asmon would call himself an ex-gamer probably, or maybe still a gamer. We play a bunch of games, right? Does he not? He always just talks about Quake. He always just talks about Diablo. Like he's saying, like what other games are out there? Like I know I play WoW. I talk a lot about WoW, but like if you guys tell me let's play some COD, I'll do better than the average in COD. I would say. I do better than the average on most games, I would say. So I play a lot of different. I play almost every new release that comes out. Like one of these big new releases that come out. I'm gonna be playing Monster Hunter. I play POE. I'm playing Marvel Rivals. I'm playing WoW right now. I'm playing what else? There's just a lot of games that I'm playing right now. It's too many to think of right now. I still need to play Black Myth. I haven't played that yet, but we can get to that. But like, why is he like talking about just Diablo and Quake? It's all he ever talks about.
But still pretty good, definitely above average. And then on to my last question, I asked him, would you be willing to do a hardcore duo live stream playing PoE 2 with Quinn? And then we get off on a bit of a tangent here. He continues to talk about his Quake experience. Then we get on to his hardcore character dying, which also my hardcore character died today as well, which was pretty unfortunate, to a mixture of lag as well as bird vomit, which is never a good combination. And then finally back down here, I ask, so would you be willing to do a live stream with Quinn in hardcore trade? I ask, so would you be willing to do a live stream with Quinn in...
Shots fired, dude. He's asking about Quinn, right? Quinn went so hard on him, dude. He hates Quinn. Loki hates Quinn. Look at this response right here. Shots fired, dude. Elon hates Quinn. He hates Asmon.
Hardcore Trade League, new characters, fresh gear. And he...
There it is. That's content brain. There it is.
says that will boost his stream viewership to crazy levels. To
a
which
lot of
I
people
say,
would watch.
But it would be fun.
Absolutely.
And he's a cool guy. And he asked, why should I reward those who trash me? Which from Elon's perspective...
Well, he didn't trash you. Like, I mean, he said that you RMT'd and that you didn't play your character, which is true.
I would say he did trash him a little bit. He went hard on it. Like, he called him some names.
Like, he said that it's true. I mean, like, so how's that trashing you? Like, that's not it. The thing is that you can't, like, if you want to have
shit, dude.
people that will... This is my opinion, right? This is my opinion. But I think that if you want to have...
Quinn talks so much shit, I was shocked that he still had a blue check mark. That's all I gotta say. He talks so... He did kind of trash him a lot. Like, in the original video, he made the original video, guys. And then he went on and made fun of him after Aslan's situation, calling him like a bitch and stuff. Like, yeah, he kind of trashed him.
Have people that will enhance you as a person and people that will help you improve and do things better and keep you accountable to a degree and keep you on the right path. I think that you have to have people that ask questions when you do something wrong. Like, I have a lot of people, like, even my dad will, like, call me out and say certain things that I do is wrong. And so, like, just because somebody says that you're doing something that they disagree with doesn't necessarily mean that they're trashing you. In some cases, I bet, like, maybe in a lot of cases, like, Quinn might like Elon. But that doesn't mean that every single thing that a person does is good or bad. Like, you can't expect blind allegiance from people, because if you do that, I mean, like, what's the opposite? Do you want blind hate from other people? No. I mean, so it's very unhealthy thing to do. And so I think if you're providing feedback or like saying, hey, I don't like this, or you're doing this, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It's not really trashing or anything like that. Because, like, there's people like with me, for example, like, and I mean, he deals with this like 100,000 times X that I do, right? Where people are going to be negative and like criticize things that he does or things that he says. And that's just the way it is. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're trashing you or they hate you. It just means they don't like that you're doing something. That's it. It's literally that simple. And so, like, and I understand, like, if you want to say, like, people that do that and then they take it to be like a personal attack and then they make it personal and it's like you're this bad person and like nobody likes you and you're you're this like awful thing and everything, right? And so, like, that's a different situation. But like when you want to talk about like criticism on a personal level, or sorry, on like a behavioral level, I don't view that as trashing somebody. Quinn did personally attack him? Well, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm not
I don't think he watched all the content, guys. I think he maybe watched one video, but Quinn made like a follow-up video and a follow-up video. I don't think he hasn't watched all those videos.
Maybe Quinn did. I remember I haven't watched every minute of Quinn's streams, but like what I'm saying is, like, in the video, I don't remember Quinn like really going super hard on a personal level.
Yeah, he's talking about the video he reacted to.
And so. And so that, yeah, objective criticism is not trashing. No, it's not. Why does he care about games? They're just games meant for entertaining. Well, people would be competitive with anything, right? I mean, that's really it. But like, Quinn called him a soy beta cuck. Elon's been on the internet longer, like, than either of us. Like, if he can't handle that, I don't know what to say. Like, that's just typical gamer trash talk. It's not even a big deal. Like, I mean, really, I'm sure he's probably said shit like that to people before too. Like, maybe he can't now because like people know it's like, oh, it's this guy. But like before, I bet he probably said shit like that constantly. It's trashing though. But yeah, but like it's not, right? I mean,
I had somebody come into my stream, or not in my stream. I was playing Marvel Rivals off stream, and we were playing and we were losing. And the guy said, "You know why we're losing? Because Valor's a fat neck beard." She's like, "What?" He's like, "Dude, you look like you're 300 pounds. Nobody's watching your streams anyways." I was like, "Well, maybe, but why you gotta be so mean?"
I mean, because it's. You're really gonna take gaming trash talk and like these like kind of like soy boy beta cuck stuff? Are we really gonna take this and like make it as serious? I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like for me, listen, maybe I just have a very high tolerance for this because of how I've grown up. But people talk shit like that to me, I don't really take it seriously at all. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, exactly. And so it's not that big of a deal. Like, I separate the two.
Can definitely understand why he would feel that way. But from Quinn's perspective, he's very protective over POE as well as POE 2. And I'm sure he was much more disappointed to find out that Elon was RMTing as well as piloting, because those activities are looked down upon and frowned upon in the POE community, and to a lesser degree, Diablo 4. And I can completely understand.
Like, I remember there was one time, like, I just thought about this in Halo 2. So, like, there was this guy. He was a grade older than me, and he had like lacrosse after school, and I didn't, because I didn't want to be in sports. And so I would get home, and I had him on Xbox Live, and I would go on and I would flirt with his little sister and play Xbox with his little sister and talk to his little sister while he was in lacrosse. And I remember he would tell me all the time he was going to beat me up at school, and like that he didn't like me, and like to stop doing it, stop messaging his sister. And I never stopped doing it. I never gave a fuck. But he would talk shit to me like every day about this. I never cared. So like, I never gave a fuck, right? And so like, how old? I was like 14. No. I was 15, I think. Yeah, I think it was 15.
His perspective on the matter. But then I say, and this goes for...
I had a little sister who's 2 years younger than me, and all my friends used to hit on her too. It's not a good feeling, bro. You'd always say, "Hey, leave her alone or I'll beat you up." Same situation, but I was actually a bigger dude, so they kind of did listen to me. But still, it was not a good feeling when your friends are hitting on your sister, bro.
For Quinn as well, because sometimes it's all a misunderstanding, and forgiveness is freedom. What would Jesus do? And obviously, Jesus would forgive. So I really hope, Quinn, if you do watch this video and you do react to it, that you guys can build a bridge and get over it. Because I think it would be a really cool stream to see you and Elon
Jesus would forgive
playing together, blasting through hardcore. And maybe you could even educate them on some POE 2 stuff and show them the ropes. Because honestly, I think it would be a good time for both of you, and it would be one heck of a stream to watch. And I know I myself would be tuning in. And then going down here, I asked a silly question, which was completely pointless. And then he responds with a very good answer, to which I respond with a bit of a joke. And then he goes on to say that he's preparing for the presidential...
What would I be apologizing to the POE community for? Who are their elected representatives, Lamau? I mean, I don't think you need to apologize for anything. I mean, if you just say, I mean, like, really, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I mean, you just say, like, yeah, obviously I account share and I RMT.
Like, just do what you should have done in the first place. Just be honest.
I mean, I feel like that's like the end of the conversation, right? I mean, it's the same thing as like people. It's like bodybuilders that are like, yeah, I do steroids. Yeah. So like one of the reasons why I'm really big is so I do a lot of steroids. Okay.
Transition.
You know, it's crazy that all this is happening, all this drama is happening, and then you see this message right here. I have to prepare for the presidential transition, so let's play for me for the next few days. Like, all this drama sounds like kid shit, and then you have a message like that. That is wild.
So less play for him in the next few days. So there you have it, guys. Does Elon pilot his account in RMT and PoE2? Yes, he does. And when asked about it, he admitted it openly. And in my experience with him, personally, he's always admitted to these things. It is his way of engaging and enjoying video games because he wants to be competitive with those players who do partake in those things as well.
Yeah.
Now, that is not me condoning it, although I will say it is not a significant deal to me, as it does not impact the way I enjoy video games. However, if it is an important issue for you, I completely understand. And your opinion is just as valid as mine.
Yeah, sure.
But at the end of the day, guys, it's just a video game. And in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that important. But I hope that everyone out there gets some clarity from this video. Again, I am not trying to persuade you one way or the other. And I openly admit that I consider Elon a friend. And I enjoy playing PoE 2 as well as Diablo 4 with him. And I will continue to do so in the future. And I'm going to say again, I'm not going to monetize this video. And if any content creator out there wants to take this video in its entirety and upload it to their channel, you have my full permission to do so. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. I have a ton of work to get to for Diablo 4 for Season 7.
I got to drink more.
But as always, guys, hope you're having a great day or a great night, depending on wherever you're from.
His voice is cracked.
I will see you in the next one.
I got to stop yelling like that. Anyway, yeah, it fucked my voice up. I don't know why I'm yelling like this. So yeah, anyway, I think people are fine with him like RMTing or like doing any bullshit like this. I think it's the same with like bodybuilders or like anything else. People view it as like stolen valor, right? And so like if they see somebody and like, you know, you present yourself as like this person who's like a high-end player and then you have somebody playing your account, people are going to get misled by that. And I feel like also it is misleading, right? If you say it's your account and then like other people are playing it. Like, that's the way I see it.
Yeah, and all this drama could have been avoided if he would just told the truth. Like, yeah, he's got this, I forget the name of the content creator. He's saying, Elon never lied, guys. He's never lied. But it's like, omission is lying. Like, if you're trying to, like, hide facts without being truthful, it's kind of like you're lying. So think about if you had a girlfriend right now. I didn't lie to you, I just didn't tell you. Right? It's like she'd be just as angry that you didn't tell her than you lied. It's the same thing in her eyes. So this situation is similar. Like you're acting like you're something you weren't, and then when you got exposed for it, you got angry at the people exposing you, and then after the backlash didn't go away, then you said, okay, yeah, I did it. What's the big deal? Like, this guy's supposed to be smart enough to know this.
You know, I'm button mashing for literally 2 minutes playing Diablo 4. No, I have no doubt, like, yeah, look, like, I have no doubt that he played a lot of PoE, or he played a lot of Diablo 4. Like, I have no problem with him playing, like, the fact is, like, obviously I said it calls into question whether he played Diablo 4. Seems like he did. Like, I mean, I can't know that for sure. Like, I have no fucking idea. But it seems like he probably did. With the, what do you call it? With PoE, he didn't. He admitted he didn't. And that's it. So, like, it's literally that simple. I just think people, you know, if they say that, if like you say that you got to this rank and then somebody's playing your account, well, that's not entirely true then, right? And so that's the same thing, because people would criticize this shit about me all the time. Remind me about that Kingdom Come Deliverance shit in like 5 minutes, okay? Because I'm going to wrap this up. And so a lot of people are mad about this. Personally, you know, as I said, I don't really take anything seriously, hardly. And I feel like the last time that I took, like, I feel like every time I take something seriously, I get mad about it. Like, it's always a waste of time. And I always end up, like, it's like worse than if I didn't. So I don't really give that much of a fuck about this. But the truth is that, yeah, obviously, I'm not controlled by overlords at all. It's just YouTube editors. Now, that could be a mistranslation. I understand that. That's fine. But I also don't think that it's, like, I don't think that I'm wrong for saying something that he's admitting. Like, if I'm such a bad guy, then why would you, like, because if I'm saying you're account sharing and you're saying you're account sharing,
why is mad at you?
Then we both be wrong, right? I mean, or both be right. So that's it. We all know Cat Danny's in control. So that's how I see it. And anyway, as you don't idolize him. Oh, I like. Yeah, I've said before. I like Elon Musk a lot. I think he's done a lot of things I agree with, and like that's why I like. I mean, really, like, I'm not like. Am I gonna hate somebody because of a video game dispute when I agree with them on 9 out of 10 other things? Fuck no, no. Like, I'm gonna say like this is stupid, but like, I'm not gonna hate a person over that. It's retarded. And so like, there's always people that that try to dial things up to that much. He will. That's fine. But like, I'm talking about.
And it's pretty crazy that he still has him unfollowed, right? So he clearly was offended or bothered by the whole situation, but he just admitted to it. So what's the point?
How I feel. But that's it. What he did, like buying Twitter. Like, I was so glad. Like, bro, like, I will always be glad about that. Holy shit. So it's that simple. And Elon's having fun with it. Dude's, yeah, I mean, like, I don't think it's that big of a deal either. He leaked your DMs. I don't, like, I've had people leak my DMs before. I still interact with them. That's just part of the game. Like, of course, it was cringe to do it. Like, absolutely, it's cringe to leak DMs. Absolutely. 100%. But, like, I've done that with, like, 3 other people. So, like, for me, it's not like there's any kind of, like, double standard here. There's been people that have leaked my DMs in the past that I've been, you know, like, okay, yeah, whatever. It's stupid, but that's it. Should GGG ban Elon over admitting this? Yeah, probably. I think they should ban the account. He should have to play. Well, like, I mean, I don't know what the TOS says, right? Like, I'm not sure. But like, if you're breaking the TOS, you should get banned for breaking the TOS. Like, it's not about banning Elon or should this person get banned. It's about if somebody breaks TOS, they should get banned, right? It's that simple. Yeah. And did you get a call from who? TOS definitely says it should be banned. It should not. Yeah, exactly. They don't ban for account sharing. Yeah, I mean, if he's just account sharing and he's not RMTing, then maybe not if they don't have it against the rules. But like, if you're RMTing and it's like discovered and like found out, then yeah, absolutely, you should get banned if it's against the rules. So yeah, it's really just that simple. So account sharing is against TOS. I haven't read it. Elon only likes people who are yes men. Well, I'm not like. I think people get kind of mad.
All right, chat. We got the gist of it. All right, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. We're gonna play some Marvel Rivals now, so appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the flippity flop. Again, I just don't understand.